All right, so this is going to be a weekly setups video that I had mentioned that I will be dropping. And I'm just gonna, it might be a little long because I got to go through all these pairs. I'm just gonna mark up what I see for the upcoming week, what looks good, what looks good, and what doesn't, and then I'll flag them, and then you know the vibes. I'll do all that, the good stuff towards the end, and then we'll wrap up. But first, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all's love, man. I think we're at 700 subscribers. Y'all keep killing it. Y'all killed it on the last video. Be sure to do the same to this one, man. Let's run it up. All right, let's jump into it. Where we at? Euro USD first. All right, so on the weekly, we are. And let me know if y'all want me to do it like this, or if you'd rather I already mark it up, have the pairs flagged, and then I just go over the pairs that I'm already looking for. I know some people might like it like this, so that way they see the whole breakdown and my whole thought process of what I'm looking for next week. And I know some people want to hurry up and get to the point and see the pairs, just the pairs that I'm looking to trade. So y'all let me know down in the comments. I'm not gonna know if y'all don't let me know, so be sure to do that. But Euro USD, we are bearish on the weekly. If anything, I would like for, before I do that, let me see. Okay, bearish on the daily. Yep, bearish on the daily. And then since 2 higher time frames are bearish, I don't really have to worry about the 4-hour. Now I'm just looking for an area of interest, if there is one. I haven't marked up here, but I'm not sure if I like it. I feel like if I do it this way, where I have to go through every single pair, this video is going to be like an hour long. But if that's what y'all like, then again, you got to let me know. Now, I do see maybe something in this area, which is where my, line is. Let's drag it across. Guess we could input that. Oh shit. We can put that into the AOI. This isn't bad. I might get rid of this one. Now, the reason I had this previous one is because price was bullish, ended up breaking structure, and this was the, well, technically not the previous structure, but I was looking for price to come back and bounce up here and then give me an entry potentially. But I see it didn't do that, so we might be looking for price to come back up here and then give us an entry to the downside, because the 15 is going to go bullish for sure. Yeah, 15 is going to go bullish. 30 is probably going to go bullish as well. Yep, 30 is going to go bullish. And then the hour is going to go bullish as well. Yeah, so I'll look for entry for you, a Euro, I can't even say this pair. Euro USD for this upcoming week. All right, let's flag this red for sells. GBP AUD, see what that's talking about. And this AOI, and if you see drawings on my chart, it's just probably from last week. All right, so weekly is bearish. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, bearish. Wait, this was higher high if you want to start back here. Higher low, price broke again. So now we was up here. Then that created a new high right here. Price ended up breaking down below. So as of right now, we're like this. All right, so the weekly for GBP AUD is bearish, and the daily is bearish as well. All right. And if I'm not talking, it's just because I'm thinking. So don't worry about that. This looks good for sells again. I would like to see a push up back into here to then sell. Honestly, we could have entered here, but I think this was, oh no, this was Friday. We could have entered there. But let's say that was a Monday or Tuesday or whatnot. If the entry was there, I would have definitely took it, but it doesn't look like it was, because on the 15, this was a high, this was a low. Price broke it, but it never retested with an engulfing. Same thing. Yeah, it just looked like price broke it and then kept falling to the downside. But for this upcoming week, GBP AUD, I will be keeping an eye on it for sales. Let me go over area of interest because I know I already have it marked up. So here, I see one touch, two, and then three. So that's why I have that marked up on the weekly. Is there anything on the daily? What the hell is going on here? There we go. Anything on the daily? Not necessarily. I mean, we do have maybe something right here. One touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be. So I would say we could do this. If price comes back, this might be a little clustered and confusing, but if price comes back and retests this, I'll be looking for an entry. But if we break below here on the daily candle or on the daily time frame, then the next candle, say we break here, the next candle I'll be looking for it to come back up here, give us a little wick, and then continue to the downside. So I really like that. Again, let me say this. Well, I didn't say it, but let me say it. These are just this is my thought process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the greatest trader. I'm not telling you to take these trades. You do what you want to do. I'm not this ain't no signals and nothing like that. Y'all make sure y'all do y'all's own analysis. If you don't like it, don't take it. Like I always say. But GBP AUD, that's what I'm looking for there. This was a trade that I took on the prop firm. So I haven't told you guys, but I'm still with I still have the Rocket 21 200 account. I just been like not BSing on it, but I just really haven't been taking it serious because after all that stuff just left a bad taste in my mouth. But my live account, I ended up losing that account. Just hit daily drawdown because once you make profit, then you don't really have, you know what I'm saying, $10,000 to work with, or not $10,000, $20,000 to work with, or a 10% drawdown, daily drawdown. Because as soon as you withdraw money, that goes into the daily drawdown. So I withdrew like 3-4%, if I'm not mistaken. So I only had like 6% to work with. Ended up taking trades, hit the daily drawdown, so that account is gone. Not worried about it. I paid like 6 something to get like what 19,000, or excuse me, not 19,000, 1,900, 1,700, something like that. So it's an investment, but that investment's over with now. I might be starting a new prop firm series, so stay tuned for that. But I will be looking at that probably in the near future. I'm just trying to look at and find the right prop firm. If you know any prop firms, let me know. Right now I'm looking at Funding Pips. But if you guys know any other good ones, maybe Alpha Capital, then be sure to let me know down in the comments below. All right, Euro GBP. I'm really trying not to make this video an hour, but the way it's looking right now, it might be. So just stay with me. But there's definitely pairs that I don't even have to look twice at, so don't worry. But anyways, this was the one that I took on the prop from Euro GBP. I made around 2K on it. And as you see, we had structure right here, structure right here, right here, right here. big rejection from the weekly. The weekly was bearish. The daily was bearish. Price had already came, showed me rejection. So once it came back up, I ended up taking the trade. I don't really like it for this upcoming week, to be honest, because I wanted it to melt last week, but it didn't. And as you see, we went bearish, came back up, and my entry was right here. On this engulfing candle. I don't know if y'all can see that. Entry was right here on this engulfing candle. I took it out like right here, just because I didn't like the way it was moving. The shit was moving hella slow. But this week, oh shit. There we go. This week, I don't really like it. I'm not worried about it. All right, USD CAD. See, it's tricky because, well, this looks like a sideways market, but if we go deeper into it, it looks like it's bearish, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like it's bullish though, and this is clearly bullish. Yeah, bullish. Maybe coming back down here, but I don't think he'll do it this upcoming week, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. USD CHF. Okay, we could still potentially get a, but if we do, I was gonna say potentially get a retest down here, but if we do, then I'd consider that bearish. Weekly's bullish. Daily is bullish at the moment. We'll mark that green just as a maybe. So when I'm doing my analysis, I'm honestly, I'm running through it. Like I'm not taking years doing that. Let me pause so I could explain this area of interest. Okay, so you guys see how this was super easy to find. You have one touch, two touch, 3, 4, right? Everybody could see that. So since I see that, I'm just gonna grab my box. Set that right there. I don't really have like a order. Like again, I've been doing this. I do this every week, so it's not like I need to see if we're bullish or bearish first, and then do it on the daily, then do it on the 4-hour. Like once I see area of interest, all right, cool, area of interest, mark that up. And then I'll go into doing the rest, seeing if it's bullish or bearish. In this case, this is definitely bearish because of this candle movement right here. So that's, why does this not click? So that's the zone that we're in. So the weekly is bearish. Daily is bullish. And it already had the retest and push. So I'm not worried about it. Let me clean this up. All right. What is this? CAD JPY. I don't know if I like trading the JPY pairs right now, just because I feel like they're, I don't know, a little weird. But on the weekly, we are bullish. This is what we're looking like on the weekly. Just looking for areas of interest right now. The daily were bullish as well. This will be on the daily. Let me see something though. One thing you want to try not to do is like force an area of interest. You know what I mean? Like either there's one there on the chart or there's not. Don't try to force it, because that's when you get yourself into trouble. You start seeing things that's not there. Like here, I sort of like it. We got, hold on, let me make sure y'all can see this. I was rewatching the last video and I noticed that my face cam was sort of in the way. I still got the point across, so you can still understand it, but I just didn't like that. So I'm gonna try not to do that this video. We have, you know what I'm saying, a touch right there. I'll say touch right here. Touches through here. Structure right here. So we could potentially, I guess I don't know if I like trading JPY pairs, but we'll keep it on the radar. Well, I will keep it on the radar. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Weekly's bullish, daily's bullish. 4 hours should be bearish, just based on looking at it. Oh, not yet. Still bullish. Took a trade on my live account. L. 4 hours still bullish. So what we'll do is set an alert here. Now, I don't know. I can't explain it with this pair. I was gonna say, so when price breaks out, or let's say price is bearish, and this is in this instance, right here where price was bearish. When price, oh my God, goes bullish, right? You should always expect either a retest to here, because that was the previous structure point, or, and what I found was I chose this one last week and I lost. So what I'll be looking for this week is for it to retest this area to then continue to the upside. So that's why I like CAD JPY, because I've just noticed that with any pair, as soon as it goes bullish on the weekly or on the daily, and that's why I believe it was Euro USD on the weekly, y'all saw I had something up here because oh shit, not this one. Maybe it was on the daily. Yeah, on the daily, it had went bullish, or excuse me, bearish, and I was looking for price to retest this area to then take it to the downside. I hope I explained that right, because it sounds right in my head and I know what I'm looking for, but explaining it to other people might not be that easy. But anyways, CAD JPY, this is weekly. I don't really see an area of interest right now. I just see one on the daily that I'll be looking for. So mark that blue for a buy. All right, AUD JPY, pretty much the same thing. This is what I was looking for it to do, for CAD JPY to do, but it didn't. You see we had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Price was bullish. Yeah, price was bullish, as I mentioned. It went bullish, came back, retested this area that it broke, and then looking ahead to the upside. And you see on the weekly, it's the same thing. Price was bearish, went bullish, came in, pretty much touched this weekly level with a wick, and then pushed back up. So those are things you got to pay attention to, some of the things. But for this week, I don't really like it. It already did what it needed to do, in my opinion, so I'm not worried about it. AUD CAD. Price is definitely bullish on the weekly. bullish on the daily. But I don't think there's anything here for me. Just don't like it. I don't really see an area of interest to really look for this week. Maybe something right here. Fuck. Maybe something like this. And then again, maybe not. We'll keep it green. Let's keep it on our radar. Again, so here I would be looking for a retest back here to then go to upside. I'm not really worried about like the lower time frames when I'm doing this stuff, because I mean, most likely if it's coming back on a daily, the lower time frame would then go bearish, and then we would look for that shift of structure to go bullish and continue to the upside, right? So I'm not really worried about that. I'm basically just worried about what are the higher time frames doing, and you know, just getting my directional bias. Okay, we have a couple levels, one right here, one right here, and then one right here. So I mean, yeah, we could, I feel like the real move was over here on the daily. This was the real move. But if price comes and gives me a retest, I'll probably be looking for that too. Like I said, we'll keep it on our radar. GBP and AUD. I already tell price is bullish on the weekly. To me, price is bullish. This was in the last video that I showed y'all. I'm still considering this as price being bullish and price being in the zone. So weekly's bullish, daily's bullish. Not really worried about the 4 hour because we already got where we're going. You see we have a touch here. And then we have 2 touches over here. So that's why I had this area of interest marked up. There's 3 touches in the market. Not only that, just like I was saying earlier, what do we look for when price, I guess you could say, breaks out but makes a new higher high? Did that, makes a new higher high, comes back to retest this level, looking for entry to the upside, and you could throw on the EMA, and you see that the EMA is right under. Hopefully looking for it to continue that way to carry price up. I used to put a lot of significance on the 50 EMA, but I noticed that it was impacting my psychology, and I wouldn't take a trade if the EMA wasn't there. So that's why I have it turned off for a lot of my videos. It's just the same EMA that Alex uses, but I just realized that I put too much emphasis on it when it's not really that big of a I don't even know the word, a factor in my opinion. Like it's I consider it, but I'm not gonna not take a trade just because it's not under, you know what I'm saying? But I like this one for buys. So we'll go ahead and flag that, and let's move on. AUD USD. See, the area of interest low-key been off. Like I really don't like the way this looks. This is bullish. Get rid of that because I don't like the way that looks. This is bullish. The daily, I would consider that bearish, to be honest. This is bullish. No, none for me. Okay. AUD CHF. See that price was bullish over here. Yeah, price was bullish. Ended up breaking below, so now we're bearish. And as I mentioned before, when price break structure, look for it to come back and retest to then continue to downside. If the daily is bearish, but I doubt that is bearish because this looks like, yeah, daily's bullish. Well, it did go bullish and now it's bearish. I don't really know if I like it. Looks like it already tapped into that level with the wicks, with these wicks right here. So I might just leave it unless we get something like another daily candle and then some consolidation and then price breaks under. But I don't think that'll happen next week, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. I don't do Bitcoin. I look at it, but it's not like I trade it, so I don't worry about it. CAD CHF looks like it already had the move. Daily is bearish, weekly is bearish. Yeah, really nothing for me. Once we get down to these pairs, there's really nothing for me because there's a good chance I already looked at them like throughout last week. This weekly is bullish. How do we know it's bullish? And this is CHF JPY. There. And then price broke under here. So when it did that, we moved the lines. And then price broke back up. So what will we be looking for on the weekly? A retest to then go to the upside. Area of interest. You see we have 1 touch. 2 touch, I guess you could say. But it might be something on the daily too. So that's another thing. When you're marking up the area of interest, it's kind of hard when when prices sort of pushing at new highs or all-time highs, because there's not really any data to look to the left for, right? Daily's bullish. So what I see is this area. As you see, we have multiple touches right here and rejection from this area. When we're above, we come back and then we go to upside. When we're below, we reach this area, then we continue to drop, right? So I'll be looking for the same thing. Now, the thing here is it's lower than the weekly, and I don't want to make this area too big because I just don't like it like that. It's already 50 pip box, and if I make it that big, it'll be, again, you can if you want, you know what I'm saying, it's your charts, but I think I'm gonna just go with the daily because it has more touches, and the weekly's honestly right there. You know what I mean? And as I mentioned, we'll see, price was bearish and they're breaking out. It could come back to this level, or it could come back to this level to then keep going. So I like it, but we got to keep an eye on it. We could do something like that if you want. I mean, it's kind of confusing. See, we're already getting rejection on the daily from here, which is good. So I'll look for price to come back. I'm gonna look at both areas, right? Every trade that we take is just an attempt. Even if you lose, like, that's what I had to learn. If you lose a trade, it doesn't mean you were wrong about it. It just means that that's not the area that price is trying to move out of, right? So if I take an attempt here and I lose, oh well. I'm gonna look right here, take another attempt because that's another area of interest, and I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying, retry it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with taking attempts and losing, because if price breaks through both, then you know, all right, that's just not a level. Price doesn't want to react from there. Simple as that. All right, so I like this for buys. Weekly's bullish, daily's bullish. Could care less about the 4 hour. Let's see where EMA is. EMA is good. We don't need it, but it's good that we have it to take it on to the upside. All right, yeah, I like that one a lot. Euro AUD. See, we got the rejection from this area. Price was bearish. Oh, that's the daily. But price was bearish on the daily. Price was bullish on the weekly because of this long candle right here. AOI was on the daily because you see we have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4, 5, right? Somebody asked me this question, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and it was, do I take my or create my areas of interest on the weekly and daily? I do it on both, but I've come to realize that majority of the time, I'm going to do it on the daily, right? It's just, I don't know what it is. I just see it more clear on the daily. And sometimes on the weekly, there's nothing, and there's just one on the daily. So yeah, that's the answer to that. And if you have any questions regarding that, I hope that answered it. Like, you could do it on both, like definitely do it on both. But I just personally like doing it on the daily more because I feel like when I have it on both, it gets confusing to me. But in this case, I feel like it already had the move, and I'm not looking to really worry about that. Okay, EuroCAD. Weekly is bearish. I'm not even worried about this because all this is just, it's too cluttered. I don't see it clearly. I'm not worried about it. Euro CHF. Honestly, the same thing. Too cluttered. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Euro JPY. This is a daily area of interest. We are now bullish on the weekly. Do have a area of interest here, right? Get rid of this. Do have an area of interest here because we have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Price is bullish. EMA is under. Cool. Same thing on the daily. EMA is under. We are. I don't know if I consider this bullish or bearish, right? Because although we broke above this previous level of structure, we made a new higher high. So this will be the higher high. And I don't know if I would consider this the higher low or if I would consider it down here. Because you see we broke under. So then that if I consider this here, then it would be like this. And we would be bearish. But remember that thing I was talking about, experience, in the last video? I feel like this would still continue to buy up. I feel like price will give us a candle close above the zone, then end up giving us a retest. I could be wrong though. Again, could give us that retest and then keep going, or this could be a head and shoulders pattern. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So maybe, I don't even know if I want to keep it on my radar because I'm looking for pairs that are easy to trade. So yeah, no, I'm not worried about Euro JPY. Euro NZD. We are bullish on the weekly. Here's higher high. Higher low. We're bullish. We're bearish, or we were bearish on the daily. Now we're bullish. So the daily is like this, but kind of cluttered. Looks like it's consolidating in this area on the weekly. Although there is structure, I think there's cleaner stuff, so I'm not really worried about it. GBP CAD. This was a good area of interest, but I missed the trade. I feel like we already had the move, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like we already had the move, although this was bearish. So I don't see anything here for me, to be honest. GBP CHF looks a little cluttered. On the daily, it looks cluttered. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. I mean, I do think it will continue to buy down. Or sell down, excuse me. We are bearish on the weekly and on the daily. But it's just too cluttered for me. I don't have time to try to go in there and try to figure it out. I'm not doing all that. You can if you want to, of course. But me personally, I don't like to do all that. This is bearish on the daily. This is GBP JPY, bearish on the daily, weekly on, or excuse me, bullish on the weekly. I'll be looking for a pullback. The reason we're bearish is because of this, in my opinion. Still in this zone. We'll have to break that zone in order to go bullish. So I'm not really worried about it. Although I do think it'll buy up. GU. I don't really like it. And the reason that I don't like it is just because it doesn't look clean to me, right? We have this weekly bearish. We have this daily really sort of bullish. Unless you want to count that, which you can if you want to, but I don't know if I would. If anything, I would look for some type of retest into this level if I was to take it down. Or maybe come up here, create a head and shoulders, then do something like that. But for me, I'm not feeling it. Alrighty, what is this? We are bullish on NZD CAD on the weekly. Do I consider this, excuse me, a candle? Or of course it's a candle, but structure. Excuse me. See, if I'm doing all that, just skip it. So yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Not really interested. Shouldn't have had to take me that long to realize or to notice what I'm looking for. All right, so this is bearish. I guess I would consider this bearish because of this candle. So let me see something. Okay, I kind of like this. Weekly's bearish. We consider the daily bearish. A little AOI right here on the daily. So you have one touch, two touch. We have this touch right here. We have some more touches over here. So maybe give us, although price did already do it on the daily. And when I say do it, I mean price broke under and then retested, right? Now, two things could happen. Price could retest in a candle, then keep going. And big shout out to my brother Matt. I mentioned this in the previous videos, but he's the one who taught me this. So price could retest in a candle wick and then keep going. Here, this clearly isn't a wick, but it's just a full candle. And then price could break below and then retest in a whole move, right? So when I say it already had it, I'm pretty much basically talking about that first move. The candle closed under, as you see here, and then back into the zone, quick back into the zone. And usually it will be a wick. Well, not usually, but it could be a wick. But this one, it was a candle. But you see after the candle, we got strong rejection from this area. So now, even though I missed that move, I can still look for price to come back into the zone again and then go, right? Low key kind of good with the ones that I have, so I'm not going to really worry about it. But y'all mark that up on y'all's own. And if you like it, put it on your watch list. Not worried about that. That's bearish. Yeah, that's bearish. That's bullish. Not worried about that. This looks all clustered just from looking at it. This is bearish. What is this? This is bearish as well. Clear area of interest. One touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? The more you do it, the more easier it gets. This is on the weekly too. Cool. This is bearish. Oh yeah, this might be, it might be top. I'm not gonna lie. This might be top for this week. Simple pullback, then keep going. Weekly's bearish, daily's bearish. 15-minute should already be bullish, pulling back to the area of interest, which it is. Yep. Got the 50 EMA above price. Gonna be looking for how to push it down. Yeah, I like this a lot. This might be my top pair. Okay, that shit went from looking cluttered to becoming top pair. Yeah, no, I like this a lot. And we have, as I've been mentioning, was bullish, broke under here bearish, quick little retest to the downside. And USD JPY, I don't do gold. I look at gold and Bitcoin, but I don't trade them. Although I want to start trading gold because niggas be making bread. These are both bullish. But I don't know if I like it. Yeah, no, I don't know if I like it. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 2 maybes. I niggas ever play spades? I forgot what they say. Like, you gotta say how many books you'll have for sure, and then how many books you'll think you'll have. Anyways, let's stay on track. Euro USD. Actually, let me just do this since I know NZD USD is the top one. NZD USD is my top pair for this week. Again, do your own analysis. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go off me. I'm not the best trader. I'm still working to being profitable, so I'm just letting everybody know that now. And it will help you with, seeing the charts better. And if you need chart time, that's how you get it. All right, so quick retest on the weekly. Weekly is bearish. Daily is bearish. Really, really like this one. So I will be looking for this. Probably will happen maybe either NZD Monday or Tuesday. But honestly, I feel like maybe Tuesday. Or at least by Tuesday, we'll know if it's respecting that area. Euro USD. Looking to sell these because this whole thing is bearish on the weekly. I'm tripping. So yeah, we'll have this here. It is okay compared to the same what I saw on NZD USD. This is okay. Like, that's really what's up there. Like, that's the one I'm gonna be looking for. Cool pair. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely potential here. Although this does look like it will continue buying, but we're not really worried about that. GBP AUD. This is the one with 2 areas of interest. Either looking for a retest up here or a break below. Give us another retest to then continue to the downside. The weekly and the daily are bearish. Love that. And you see price already came and retested on the weekly. So I personally feel like it will break under and then give us a retest under. But anyways, that's what we're looking for on GBP AUD. Don't like it better than NZD USD, but we move. Next pair is CAD JPY. Looking for the buys, looking for a retest of this level. It's already retesting this level, but I'm looking for a retest of this level to then take it to the upside. Weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, EMA is under. So we might not even reach this level, to be honest. So let me redefine. So I go through it fast, but then once I know the pairs that I'm looking for, I redefine it, right? That's something you got to do. It's not just, oh, you go through it, you look at it, and then, you know what I'm saying, you just don't look at it for the rest of the time. Like, no, you go through it fast because you already know what you're looking for, and then you go through it again just to redefine what you saw and make sure that, you know, everything clicks. At least that's how I do it. You don't have to do it my way, because my way, it does take a little longer. But I just like to be a little precise with mine, or try to be as precise as possible. Yeah, let me go ahead and mark up this area of interest as well, because I like this. I like where price is at right now. Just because I look to the left, as you see, you have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and mark that up. See what the 4 hours doing. And we have, again, EMA already under. 4 hours bullish as well. Oh, this might have already. Oh no. It was. Yeah, it already gave us what we needed. But I'll still look for it because I like it. But I don't like it better than NZD USD. GBP NZD. This is probably my second that I'll be looking for. Yeah, this is definitely the second that I'll be looking for. I like this one too. As you see, perfect area of interest. Sure, there's some to the left, but we don't want to go all the way back there. Yeah, this will be my second pair that I like. I'm gonna keep it the reds with the reds and the blues with the blues, but this is the second pair. CHF JPY. Oh shit. This would just be looking for a simple retest, but I don't even know if I'm worried about it. Yeah, we'll mark it green. I'm gonna watch all these pairs honestly, but only pairs I'm really looking to trade are these over here. But the real pairs I'm looking to trade are NZD, USD, and GBP NZD. So yeah, that's how I do my markups. Again, I try to take my time when I do it. You probably do it faster, you might do it slower. It really doesn't matter as long as the setups that you have lined up for this week, those are the setups that you like to take. You like the analysis, you saw what you needed to see, and you're comfortable taking those pairs. So I know this video is probably super long. I don't even know the time on it. But I really do appreciate all the love and support that y'all have been giving, and it's come super fast, bro. Like super fast. But I do plan on making these setup videos more of a weekly thing. Again, let me know down in the comments if you want me to do it how I did it tonight, or if you want me to just do it on my own and just have these pairs already marked up and then just go over that, right? Because I know everybody just wants to get to that point. But I really hope this video helped. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe again, and catch y'all in the markets next week. Make sure y'all are trading smart, man. I'll catch y'all.